Okay. Do I want to do Blood Gulch? Give me a release. Drop me back down to heroic. Give me half the fucking difficulty to heroic. I'm gonna go with the the super Uber unit, and I'm gonna put you on random, and I'm gonna hope that you get a good random. Yeah, okay, so it's just standard. How do you play the Covenant again? Something like that. So the up menu does nothing. This has just standard everything in there. As for these, normal base turrets and everything else is the same.
Warehouse complete.
Yep. So we saw that in the other one. As for the honor guards, they seem same as always.
Local units. I serve.
Sorry, let me just double check. Large siege engine,
Leader temple.
bigger than a scarab. I'm not sure if that's an air unit or like it kind of. No, not really. Kind of looks like a big sort of like floaty gravity thing. You know, where it's like stuck to the ground but not actually touching the ground like this.
Warehouse complete. Heading there now.
And so I'm not sure if I can fly it over. And even if I did, I mean, I don't know if
Warehouse upgraded.
It did say it was improving. That guy was improving his resources, so I'm gonna do the same and maybe regret it later.
Warehouse complete.
We're gonna go. I mean, we can spam out honor guards if we absolutely need to.
I will.
Or we could just send the ghost over to poke him and see what he's doing. But I think I value the extra supplies this guy's going to bring in a bit more at the moment. Although, yeah, we'll send him over and give him a poke. It's almost finished with his job anyway, so.
Local units. Local units.
Come on, there we go.
For honor.
Go on, see what this guy's doing.
Warehouse upgraded.
I think maybe we just go. Maybe we just go full air unit. Which.
Engagement. On the way.
Okay.
Right now.
So he's going barracks, which means maybe us going air is not the best. I'm just thinking because I can send you over the top alongside maybe this thing. Or even if I can't, it does say can train various air units. I also didn't have a look. Okay, that's interesting. Let me just read that again. Including a spirit that can train. Oh, spirits are those things in is it Halo 2?
Local units. I serve.
The ones that you drive the ghost under in the underground section. I think right before the scarab bit. It's been ages since I've fucking played Halo, to be honest. Obviously, aside from the obvious. Boost does nothing for me. Fueled cannon, I'm fairly sure also... Oh, wait, no. I was going to say also gives a... gives a bonus against vehicles, which Warthogs technically...
Turret complete.
Man, one of the things that... like, I say a lot of things in these videos. Like, oh...
Watch for enemy forces near this base.
Yeah, no worries. Like, oh, does the Spartan upgrades improve its piloting capability? And I think I said, like, oh, is the Prophet when he's flying still infantry, or is he still, or does he become air? Apparently it's both. I'm just gonna do a bit of that. And so I'm like, man, if I just say like, hey, do the sort of hidden stat upgrades that units get, does that increase Spawn's ability to pilot vehicles? You know, or is the I don't know any of the numbers behind it, but like for example, this cloak ability gives more than just cloak, I would assume. Like the easiest one to point to is the marine one. It's the rocket launcher ability. It just increases base damage flat anyway. You know, it's not just, oh, it gets more damage because rockets are better. It gets an actual flat bonus to its attack damage. I'm fairly sure it's that one. But it's something like that where, yeah, we're completely fine here. So we do get vampires. Okay. I'm gonna send these guys over. I don't know what you were shooting at. Was he trying to run away? Oh yeah, he was. Man, if only Banshees were this ineffective in the actual game. So you are still a flood base, which, can you really not use plasma stuff on that? Plasma stuff, the repeating cannons. Do I save up for reclamation to try and get this sooner?
Local units.
I'm not sure. Depends how long these fucking things take. Because we could be upgrading. I think it's repeating cannons, the fire rate increase that comes after boost. Never fucking remember. No, it's not, is it? What was it? Yeah, Cobras aren't gonna fucking matter either. It's the. Is it the Arbiter that gets the repeating cannons and everyone else gets sacrificed? And that's the third upgrade. I can't remember what the second one is. It might just be fuel or damage. Do you disappear with the base? No, apparently not.
Enemy attack incoming to this base.
I'm gonna train some more Banshees if you're threatening to attack me with Cobras, which once again, oh no, he's gonna take out our ghost in one shot. Oh no. As for this, It's gonna take a while.
Local units.
This is gonna take even fucking longer. Man, I never realized how shit those things, the fuel rod was against flood stuff. Because normally the I guess the fuel rod isn't classified as plasma. But normally the like grunts and stuff, as well as probably like the ghost, like plasma weapons in this game. I'm fairly sure in the mainline game as well, get a bonus against flood
Outpost
units. And I actually, now that I say that, I don't know if that applies to. I'm gonna cancel that and do that instead. I don't know if bonuses to flood units count. Like, are the flood roofs buildings or are they? Or are they like units? You know what I mean?
Complete.
Does a bonus against? We're fine. Admittedly, they kill our fucking honor guards, but I think we only had like 3 of them anyway. If we lose one that might be no, that will be one banshee.
Turret complete.
Just the AI doing AI things, apparently.
Units.
I'm gonna bring those back. Just yeah, I think we've got enough time to zip between those two. Maybe I should cancel this one and get a second shield generator, and then Citadel, and then we get the was that? Where did you come from? Heard a shield regenerating noise. Not sure what that was. I think I also fucked up when I originally placed those and placed an air pad, didn't I? Or Summit, even. Yeah, God knows how many hours I have in this game. I think I've got 300 on Steam, roughly, and a lot more on Xbox 360 all those years ago. All that fucking entire... Oh, it wasn't even a decade ago. Don't make me think about that. It was more than a decade ago. Because I got my my first proper computer in like 2014, I want to say. Because I got my base under attack is this one. Yeah, I got my like first gaming PC in 2015. No, it wasn't. Oh, I don't like that.
Complete.
I'm just gonna do something like this.
State of grace research.
I'm gonna pull this guy back. Just to keep him alive so he can keep, you know, so I can use him for the teleporting. Yeah, now I say that I can't even really remember. Because my GPU, I'm fairly sure it's 11 years old now.
Local units.
Oops, far too late on that one. So yeah, that mean my first computer, which was not really a gaming computer, anything even remotely close, would have been 2014, which means this game was probably 2012. What's my phone? 2012, 13 time. Just pull it up. You are your sole reason to live is to gather me those supplies, and then you can fucking die. I'll get boost and large turret while we're sitting here. It was 2009.
Boost research.
Fucking hell. 2009. Which means, yeah, that's probably why I played this game for, for so much, because it came out 5 years before I got a computer. Well, I did have a, I had a laptop that I would play Minecraft on. And it was, oh, repeating cannon is... Do I just not know the Banshee upgrade path?
Turret upgraded.
Sorry, we should probably read these. Jackal Squad is a pretty normal upgrade. So I would assume that the Arbiter gets elites, Jackals get, you know, grunts, or maybe not. You just actually...
Where to? Our adversary may be
Repeating
preparing
cannon
to assault
research.
this base.
Oh no, you're... Okay, I was expecting a mix of grunts and jackals. Obviously Sniper is same as always. Yeah, however they've... So it seems like instead of getting upgrades to shields, they get... Man, what the fuck is the third upgrade that the Arbiter gets then? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, so these guys aren't going to have shields, which that actually fits the like mainline games much better than the Sniper Jackals randomly getting shields, which they never had in the base game. If I'm being honest, not the best description. Doesn't really tell you much of what that actually means. It's like, is that extra fire rate, extra accuracy, extra damage? You know, admittedly, I would like all of the numbers. Just remove all of the text and just be like, yeah, this gives 20% extra damage. You know what I mean? But I understand why you wouldn't. Hunters seem to be entirely unchanged. As for the vehicles, they also seem entirely unchanged.
All units.
We should also probably like actually get some stuff on the go.
Focusing lens. Research.
Enemy forces inbound.
I'm trying to save up for one of these if you can't tell.
Personal shield. Research.
Elite here.
Yeah, really good commentary on this one. Anyway, we've got
Elite ready for action.
he does really not. Does the base game have Super Combine? I know that some of the mods, I think it's all the units has the Needlers with the super combine ability. I'm just thinking because if it does, maybe that's also a damage upgrade. I could also be thinking of Rimworld, which I have not played for years. I haven't, like, I stopped playing when they started releasing DLC. I don't really know why. I think I just didn't want to buy the DLC because it's like, okay, yeah, it's a gameplay upgrade and all that stuff, but it was like, is it worth the money? I just kind of decided no, not really. I think is why I stopped playing. But I remember there was like a Halo Wars, just like a Halo weaponry mod in general that had the Needler rifle, and with like some of the what are they called, like traits, and some of the bionics and stuff. If you got it down to a low enough a high enough fire rate, I should say. If you made it fire quick enough, it would bypass all the armor, so it would just constantly be shooting off the super combine damage stuff. And I just remember that being actually kind of fun because it would just, you just look over and there's like a centipede taking, several super combine explosions that I think just straight up bypassed armor, or at least they had like a really high armor penetration value, whatever it's called. So I think that might be what I'm thinking of when it's like, oh yeah, the Needler rifle was a big increase in damage. I kind of miss Rimworld, but also kind of not.
Needler researched.
As for, yeah. I mean, it makes sense that it would be beam rifle as the final upgrade.
Absolution research.
So Granad's mobility scooter has now turned into a fucking, God, what are they called? It's like flying lawnmower things. I always forget the name of that. Because I live, I don't want to say near, but I live in the grand scheme of, okay, so that's an important distinction. I can just press Y and you do it. Special Spirit cannot transport units, can instead deploy shade turrets, have different costs, although there is only one shade turret. Only the classic Halo Wars shade turret. What? The shade turret in Halo Wars?
Shield of the Forerunners research.
Oh, isn't that like one of the campaign only things? I don't know, because so many mods don't support the campaign, and yeah, probably a reason for that.
Peons researched.
One question I'm gonna have, and judging by the 25 pop thing, this is just gonna be an auto turret, right?
Orders. Heading there now.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Turret complete.
Thank fuck. I was a bit worried when I saw this that I was gonna have to put someone
Engineer ready.
on the gun,
Turret complete.
which I think might just be impossible. Yeah, because that would be 33, so you wouldn't even be able to like fully man those if they were,
For honor.
Turret
you know, if they
complete.
did need an infantry unit in them. As for this plasma launcher, grenade ability is essentially an RPG now. Also, plasma pistols are now needlers.
What?
That's a good question
Moving.
I had earlier. I'm looking at this thing, and let's be honest, that is not getting over that big gap.
Enemy engagement. Stasis drain research.
You know, I was gonna say, how did that thing almost take as much damage as
All
the
units.
vampire, and then I kind of realized, like, oh, yeah, because the vampire doesn't take damage from fucking carpet bombs.
Turret complete. Reserves research.
Yeah, this thing seems pretty strong. One of the things with this game is, so, say it before, it's
Show me where.
just like the way that the game works is these little blue beep boop bullets
On station.
don't get a bonus. That those in and of themselves are not anti-vehicle just because air units are. It's that the Fuhrer, I fucking hate engineers so fucking much. At least I can essentially have a scarab that makes its own engineers. The fuel rod blast is the thing that does the anti-vehicle. That's the thing that gets the 3 times damage bonus against vehicles.
We are ready.
The thing
Engineer
with... Did they change the sound effect?
ready. All units.
Ready.
Yeah, the thing with like homebrew stuff like this is I don't know what the
Engineer
damage
ready.
types are, and
All units.
when it comes to Uber units, they don't tell you ever. Like even in the base game, but it's like fairly obvious that. Actually, I don't even know what the Scarab Beam is good against. Now that I say that out loud,
Engineer ready.
it's just kind of everything. Deacon. I'm not sure what that's gonna do. Do we get
Stasis
like a
bomb research.
jackal deacon? I should
Engineer
also
ready.
just actually no, sorry, I can't do that because
All units.
what's it still?
I'll go.
You know, we've not got the followers research up done yet.
No match for me.
But as soon as it does,
Engineer ready.
just want to queue one of these up. Just 'cause I don't know what the deacon is gonna do, because I'm fairly sure that's like a
All units.
special type of
Very
grunt,
well.
Overdrive. Research.
as in like specifically not a jackal.
Engineer
So
ready.
I want to see what you're gonna do.
Research.
Like that, and then we get beam rifles. I'm fairly sure it's going to be the last upgrade, but we might as well get it.
Beacon researched.
Harmonious digestion is a cunt, and I fucking hate this upgrade, but we might as well just grab it.
Engineer ready.
These are all just anti-infantry.
Boosted ram research.
Yeah, I see why this thing is essentially called Uber unit. Can you get? Yes, you can. Cheeky fuck. Okay, so
Heavy shield.
I think the deacon in this case is replacing the elite with one of the elite or elites. I think is what that did. Or is it? Wait, what? What is there one guy with a plasma? Is that the deacon? And is that purple? I don't say meant to be purple, but Jackal shields are normally blue, right?
Beam rifle
Is that
research.
purple something special? I'm not sure. Admittedly, it would have helped if I had one of these to look at before getting that upgrade. I still fucking despise harmonious digestion.
Ready.
Turret complete.
Where shall we go?
You do that, give us that.
Outpost
One
ready.
of those. We might as well.
Bonded shield researched.
I'm just gonna fill up on those. Yeah, these are
Fleet here.
just the base game stuff,
Ready for order.
which I think the mod author might have misconstrued what I was saying when I said, like, oh, it's just the base game stuff.
Banshee on station.
I think he maybe misconstrued what I was saying about. I'm not
Shield
saying like,
generator complete.
oh, boo, it's the same.
Making Cyclopses.
It's the same shit as always. Oh, you're so lazy. You know, that's not what I'm saying. Slight graphical bug.
Load it up.
Was that
Strafe.
is that part of the mod that's done that? But yeah, no. What I'm saying is like, you know, just for I don't know who the fuck watches these. I don't know. Maybe it's just like people who are like, oh, Halo Wars. Wow, I remember that game when I was in 2009. Fucking hell, this game is old enough to drink. Actually, I don't know when 2009, but this game is old enough to drink legally.
Surge bond research.
Sorry, improved gene line. I'm fairly sure is at least
Research.
renamed. Hunter attacks now depend on their target, so they've got, you know, a better air capability and infantry capability, as well as being better at vehicles and buildings. And then we get a different type of hunter, which is the assault beam.
Shield generator
If
complete.
I'm gonna nitpick, giving hunters better anti-air, but then having a separate unit called Flak Hunter.
New blood researched.
You know, like the entire point of flak cannons is that they were invented specifically to target just like aircraft in World War II. So having your thing with flak in front of it be completely unable to hit air, and then having your regular anti-vehicle be better against air, I would maybe swap these around. Maybe I would even lean into it a bit more and give flak hunters obviously you can't really have flak if it's a plasma thing, I don't think, but like a minister, fucking hell, a miniature canister shell type ability as their sort of regular attack. So it deals like big burst of damage, well, not necessarily big, but like burst of damage over a big area, specifically to air units, but is like really shit against everything else. Is maybe how I would go, or maybe I would just remove the word flak from this name. I just don't think that something with flak in the name should be unable to hit air units.
All units.
I just think that's a bit
On my way.
like, you know, the opposite of what that word kind of mean. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean, but what it's sort of come to mean when it comes to like game stuff. You know what I mean? It's like 50 caliber means one shot kill, when like in reality that's not really what it means. You know, it's just those sort of like oh god, what's the word?
All units.
I completely fucking forget the word now.
Shield researched.
There is a word for it, and I'm trying to think. You know what I mean? It's like nowadays, if a game with swords gives you a roll button, you sort of instinctively expect it to give you iframes, right? If a game sort of tells you flak unit, you expect it to be good against air. It's just that sort of like
All units.
it's not like design language. It's like I don't fucking know. I can't remember it. But you know what I mean? It's like if you give someone big sniper rifle, then they sort of expect it to be a one-shot kill. When, you know,
Modulator research.
realistically,
Outpost ready.
normal sniper rifles are going to be a one-shot kill. You know,
All units.
if you give someone like the Halo sniper rifle, which is more of an anti-material rifle,
Enemy engagement.
they're still going to expect it to be like, oh, that's the anti-person one, whereas it's more anti-vehicle in what it would actually do. I kind of hate how they keep running ahead of this thing. I want you to get in there and do damage and be cool and stuff. Like the reason why I'm playing this faction is because I want to see. Oh yeah, we attacked them with a load of infantry and they've been spamming anti-infantry stuff. Oops.
Yes.
We haven't upgraded this at all.
All units.
And realistically, it's probably going to do jack shit compared to this guy. The pathfinding seems a bit dodgy, but I think Scarabs were actually worse, weren't they? Because Scarabs have to like turn around and shit like that.
All units.
That was a boost. Oops. You see what I mean? Like, we've got this Uber unit sat right next to its base, constantly pummeling it. And it's so much stronger than the... Look, you can self-damage with this?
You are
Holy shit.
victorious.
I never use those things, but... Yeah, you see what I mean? The sword base really needs... I'm not saying a health boost, because if you boost its health, you make it like the brutes just no longer can fight them. It just needs some way of scaling its health a bit more. And this thing is cool. I assume this is from one of those, because there's like it's like 13 types of scarab or something, isn't there? And there's only actually been 2 depicted in any game. Oh, sorry. When I say 13, I think there's 13 pre 343 era. I think there's definitely only 2 types of scarab depicted in the the Bungie era, and one of them is exclusive to this game. Is in the campaign. The I think it's what a lot of the modded ones where they have like Protoss Scarab, I think they always call it. I'm not sure if that's its actual name, or if that's just a thing that all of the mods have like decided on. But yeah, there's that one where it's like you've got to disable power cores and then you've got to attack it. That like really cool mission is like a completely different type of Scarab compared to the one that you normally build in skirmishes. And I completely forgot what the fuck I was saying. But, oh yeah, sorry. I don't know if this is like the other 11 types of Scarab, if there is actually 13, where it's talked about in the niche novels and books that no one read or knew anything about. It's like I could mention like, oh yeah, have you read the Halo books from the Bungie era? And I've said it a few times. I my half of my family lives on the other side of the world, and so when I was a child, my grandma would and my granddad would go over and spend like a month on the other side of the fucking world. But I was too young to go with them, and also in school at the time, and I can't just take a month off. And it was had to go in Easter because of like weather and that sort of shit. And so I had a childminder that would look after me until my parents finished work for around a month. Well, it would only actually be a couple of weeks because it would coincide with the Easter holiday normally. And I don't know exactly, but if he wasn't, then he was. I just put it. The guy was nice, but he was either autistic or something else there that gave me that impression. You know what I mean? And he had like massive hyperfixation on Halo, and we would play the same Halo 2, like is it 3 levels, the opening. We would play through the first UNSC missions, and then we will play through the start of the first Covenant mission before the Flood are introduced. I think there's a full Covenant mission, right? And then the Flood get introduced in a second Covenant mission. It's been fucking ages since I played the game, but we would we would just go through that, and I was like a child at the time. You know, I was younger than 10, and so I wasn't very good at this game. And this guy was absolutely shit scared of the Flood, as in like could not deal with them. Would just if we were playing the Covenant mission, and it went on to the next one, and for whatever reason we like didn't close out of it, he would just like go out of the room completely. And he was like, I don't know if he was just shit with horror games or something like that, or if it was just the Flood specifically, but he absolutely hated this. But eventually, because it was a childminder, one of the other like kids that came over was a bit older, a bit better at the game, and me and him sat down and like speed ran through everything else past that fourth mission, and like wrote down, yeah, okay, don't play mission 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 are all right. Will be all right for you. There's no Flood in there, and like wrote him a list. And he was still a massive fan of Halo until like even into like Halo 5. That's the type of hyperfixation that he got of Halo. Was like he enjoyed Halo 5. if I told him, "Oh yeah, have you read any of the Halo books?" he would probably not even know they exist. It's like, at the same time, I wasn't as much as him, but I was a big fan of Halo. As I say, I have at least 1,000 hours in this game specifically. I've done the main games probably between like 10 and 20 times at this point. Maybe even more. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I did over a fucking decade ago, almost 2 decades ago at this point. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I had no idea any of those books existed until like a few years ago. And so it might be that this thing is from one of these books. I don't really know. I don't know what this is. When I say meant to be, I don't mean what the fuck is this? It looks like an abomination. I mean, like, I don't know if this is completely homebrew or if this is just like, yeah, this is one thing that's mentioned on like page 700 of book 4 or something like that. And it's like, like looks like, oh god, what is it? I saw it in my head and then it disappeared. It almost looks like a me character right there. Like in this, let me see if I like that armor plate to there at the top of the screen, like that range. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a man wearing glasses. It's got like a nose and big. I'm like, I'm Trace. I've got a fucking cursor like right here. Look, he's got a big forehead. He's got little glasses. There's the arms of the glasses. Here's his nose. He's got a big smile that looks like some some racist depiction. And there's a little God, what's it called? Oh no, wait, no, that's above your nose, isn't it? Where there's like that ridge and then it goes like back down and it's like an M shape. I guess that's like maybe he's got a bit of like a butt chin going on. And like, look, he's got like, I don't want to say flabby cheeks, but he's like right there. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool. I like this thing, and once again, I said it to the guy when he left a comment on that first video. I wish that I could like let me take these sorts of things, like the changes, the vanilla plus style aspects, and let me take all of these completely new additions. Let me take all the new leaders and just like smash them into one big mod, but it would probably run like absolute shit, would probably constantly crash, and I do not have the technical knowledge to do that. But like that would be ideal. It's just I hate being forced to pick between mods because this could be the coolest mod ever, and yet I'm still probably not going to pick it, unfortunately. It's like I play this game outside of these recordings, and most of the time it's gonna be one of the gameplay mods, if I'm being honest. Like, sorry, one of like the overall mods, because these things are cool. It's just I'm kind of repeating what I said to the mod author. I've played this game a lot, and it's like vanilla plus mods are cool, but I've had enough vanilla. I don't want vanilla plus. You know what I mean? I want something completely new and fresh. Which, so this, I don't know where this mod is going to go. Once again, the Judgment Edition mod, which I would say is probably one of my favorites, didn't have anything to really make it stand out until like 1.4. This mod is, I believe, 1.2. I think. I think it says on the title screen. No, it doesn't. Yep, no, it does. There you go. 1.2.2. Oh, please report any bugs you find on the Halo Wars modding Discord. Man, what I should probably do is I should probably like join it on my phone, and I should probably be like, hey, I'm currently playing this this mod, and report the bugs as I see them. Because this is what, about 3.5 hours or so of footage of this mod so far, and it's like, hey, is the mod creator really gonna go through all that? And you know, if I could edit these, it's just I fucking hate editing videos. um, for one, I cannot be bothered to find the legal purchase button for Sony Vegas, and so I'm just can't be bothered to do that. And the fucking Microsoft, I don't think I would ever say this, but I think I'd rather just have fucking Movie Maker back. Clipchamp is it sounds like a Twitch emote, and it's about as useful as a Twitch emote as well. It's not fun. I edited some videos for a friend. You know, like to send to a friend, just like, hey, here's this thing that I did, just like personal shit. And man, it was just like cutting and cutting and deleting certain video portions, like splits and that sort of stuff. It was just like fundamentally fucking annoying. And that's like, I could edit these, you know, maybe if I did, it would have like 1,000 views or whatever, and maybe I could get like £1 or £2 over the course of a year of doing this. But yeah, I would rather just I was going to say go and work down Tesco's. For the amount of money that I would get for the time investment, I would rather just walk around and try and pick change up off the floor. It would probably be better. It's one of those things I don't enjoy doing it, and yeah, it would make the videos better. And yeah, I could probably pick out all the parts where I sort of say like, oh, here's the problems I have with the mod. But I just can't be fucked. I just don't enjoy it. And yeah, mod author, can you go through all of these almost 4 hours of footage that I've recorded of your mod, and can you like pick out all the bug reports for me so I don't have to do it for you? Even though it was me that probably should report them. There was a few things that I have reported on the Judgment Edition, um, but that was like one thing and stood out pretty massively. It wasn't like, oh, the was it the rocket launcher upgrade had been renamed to something else accidentally. You know, it's not stuff like that. It's like massive, hey, by the way, the game doesn't fucking work type bug reports. But yeah, as I say, I assume Mr. Mod Creator is not a subscriber here. I have probably posted about 200 hours worth of Halo Wars footage in total on this channel, at least. If I haven't yet, we're probably getting pretty close to it, and I have played. I don't want to say every version of every mod. I've played. I have played more or less every version of every mod. I haven't uploaded or recorded videos of them. But anytime nowadays that something other than a bug fix gets posted, I will normally go and play through that and upload it. So assuming this guy keeps updating the mod, then I will keep updating the two the two recurrent visitors. Subscribers is the is the word for that one. If you're not subscribed and you like an hour of me fucking rambling and talking to myself and incredibly mediocre gameplay, I know I'm not the best at this game. Yeah, you should press the subscribe button and ring the notification, and I promise I won't flood your subscription feed with Nine Souls. Man, looking back on that game, I hate the ending even more. Fuck the ending so much.